We are made for service, to care.
Hiya, welcome back to the channel. So, Citroen C1, and it's due a service. So that's what this video is. I'm going to carry out a service on a Citroen C1. Same as a 107 or an Aygo. And obviously, we need to open the bonnet. And now we have access to what we need to do. And these are the parts that we are going to install. We've got an air filter, a pollen filter, an oil filter, 3 sparkler plugs, and some oil. Now, I have done a video servicing this car years ago, and it was one of the first videos on the channel, so it was even worse than what this video is probably going to be. So anyway, this has now been running long enough to get the oil warm enough so it's at a viscosity where it will exit the vehicle when I remove the sump plug. So now that is what I'm going to do. And to do that, I need to reach underneath the vehicle with a 14mm socket and then undo that with an oil drain underneath it, placed in the correct location to catch the old oil. Yes. And whilst you're down here, the oil filter is also right next to the sump. Yes. And now we are almost ready to fit the new oil filter. Got to put a bit of oil on the seal. You can just fill it up with oil if you want, but it doesn't really make much difference. And a new copper dick washer on there, which is a 12mm. So now these need to go back to in the same place as where the old ones came from. And that is where your oil filter goes. Nice and lovely, just tighten that onto there. And there will be a torque setting for it, but basically, for a normal person, it's going to be as tight as you can get it with your hand, which will be about that tight. And then this just screws back into here. Not forgetting to obviously torque it up to manufacturer preset designated specific torque setting. Click. And now we should be pretty much done rolling around on the floor, so we can come back up here. Yes. This is another thing. Right, this car, as you can see, has got a bit of mayonnaise in the rocker cover, in the filler cap. That on a car which does short journeys is normal. Now people might say, oh, head gasket's gone. That is normal on a car. This car does do short journeys. And the reason for that is because this car usually burns petrol. Actually, the guy, I sold this car to my mate at work, and he did actually fill it up with diesel, and it actually drove around with about half and half diesel and petrol for a day, and then we just put a full tank of petrol in it, and it's pretty much just gone through it now, so it's pretty much back onto petrol now, and it's actually not cut out or brought down anyway. But this car does do short journeys, and what that is when the engine is cold, petrol or diesel, any hydrocarbon, when it is burnt, produces water as a byproduct. It's one of the biggest things: carbon dioxide and water. Now, you get something called blow-by in an engine, which goes through the breather. Bit of blow-by past your rings, goes into your crankcasing, and that has basically got steam in it. And when the engine is cold and you've got steam, basically it condenses, and then it condenses up near the top. And this is where this comes from. This is where this residue is from. So yeah, don't worry too much if you've got a little bit of mayonnaise in your filler cap. Anyway, let's get on with what we were doing. Need to put some oil in it, which is this stuff, which I'm going to put in. So 530's C3, and it should take, with the filter, about 3.5 litres. Yes. And so I'll give that a quick wipe out, and I've put enough oil in it so it should be showing on the dipstick quite healthily, which it is. And now we can start it up to circulate the oil and fill the filter up. Yes. Now after running it, of course it's going to need a quick top up, which I don't know how well that shows up, but that is right near the top. So that is now the oil change part of the procedure completed. So let's move on. And the next thing I need to do is remove this Airbox cover to get to the air filter and the sparkling plugs. And when you are pulling this off, obviously there's them clips, but then you've got this which goes to that breather, and then this which goes onto that rubber there. And it can be worth just pulling that rubber off at the throttle body and putting it onto there, because then when you put it back together it goes together easier. Anyway, let's do the spark plugs. And if we look here, we've got 10mm bolts holding each coil in. So when you undo them, then you can just lift that up out of the way, and you don't even have to unplug them. There's enough room just to do that. And then we can access the spark plugs, which are 16mm, like so. Yes, and as I mentioned earlier, this car has been running on diesel, so these plugs are not that old because they were swapped when it was filled with diesel. But it's having a service, so let's change them. And that is the number of the plugs that are going in. So that's one, another one, and another one. And obviously these do need torquing up to a very specific torque setting. Now ideally they would be gapped as well, but as long as the box hasn't been dropped or anything like that, the gap that it comes preset at will be close enough. Click, click, click. Then while we're here, let's pull that air filter out. That's the dirty side of it at the bottom, and then just put the new one in its place. And obviously your coil packs, they need putting back on. And torquing down. And while you're under here, we can actually do a quick clean of the PCV. So if we look on this pipe here, there is a little valve. I've shown it in another video actually, but you might as well do it while you're doing a service because it only takes a few minutes. So this here, bit of a struggle with one hand, but when we take that out of there, and then when I squeeze that, then this can be pulled out, and we can see that it could do with a quick clean out. And now with it removed, all we've got to do is take some brake parts cleaner and just clean it the best you can possibly clean it. This can be the culprit if you burn a bit of excessive oil. They can get, well, they can get blocked up and you end up burning a bit of extra oil through them. So yeah, you want to clean it out best you can with a bit of this shit. Yes. And when it's clean, it should rattle, whereas when they get blocked up sometimes they don't. So anyway, let's put that back where we got it. And it literally just pushes into like a little rubber grommet, nice and carefully, something like that. And now we are ready to put this back on. So when you're placing this back on, what we need to make sure of is that that goes onto there and that one goes onto there. Yes. And then when everything's connected properly, we can put our clips back on. And under the bonnet, we are now done. But we do still have our new pollen filter. It just pushes into the end of there. Now, if we look at this here, the filter, nice. Yes. The filter has cutouts on it, and that is so you can bend it that way as you put it in. So they go to the bottom. And then if you look up there, it's hard to see because the phone's in the way, but get it located, and then You just push it in, that's all there is to it. And that's it, that is pretty much all there is to it. Don't forget to check your tyre pressures, which is 32 psi normally, or 34 psi if you're fat. And obviously, if you're doing a full service, you can look at your brakes and everything like that, but this is really just an engine service and oil and filters and plugs. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual shit. And see you next time.